Good morning children. From today onwards we are going to start our computer classes and our first chapter is propositional logic. Propositional logic. As the words say, logic is the term which is used for reasoning. Suppose we want to reason something, then we use the various thoughts, signals, statement to express our logic. And when we express the logic through the statement, that is termed as the propositional logical statement. So proposition is a sentence that results in either true or a false. There are two types of propositional logical statements. First one is the simple proposition and the second one is the compound proposition. So now let us discuss simple proposition. A simple proposition, as the words say, that is not further divided, means it is a part of the sentence as a whole sentence which cannot be further divided. Suppose example, fan is working. So it may be either true or it may be the false, whether the fan is working or the fan is not working. So here we have some example related to simple proposition. Ram is a clever student. So whether it is true or a false. So this is the proposition. Similarly, here it is given, how long will you wait here? So there is no specific answer for this one. So this is not the simple proposition because everyone has the different answer. Similarly, where do you live? Where do you live? Everyone has the different address. So it is neither true nor a false. So it is not a simple proposition. Now when we want to assign a proposition, we use a variable. Variable equals to simple proposition. So how we are going to assign the proposition to any variable? Let us see the example. Here in the first example, simple proposition is Ram is a clever student. So we have assigned this value to a variable A. Similarly, B is assigned grapes are sweet. And C is assigned it is rain today. So suppose when we want to assign any statement or any simple proposition, we will assign it to a variable. So here now we have discussed simple proposition which is not a part of any other proposition. Now there is another second term is compound proposition. As the word says compound, compound is formed with the help of one or more than with the help of two or more than two sentences. When we join two or more than two sentences with the help of some technical word, that is and, or, then these are known as the compound proposition. So compound proposition are formed by combining two or more simple propositions. Let us take the example how we form the compound proposition. Here two simple propositions are given. A is Jamshedpur is a steel city and B it is in Jharkhand. So when we want to frame the compound proposition, we use various technical terms as I have told you, and, or. That are, so these terms and or are used to form compound proposition and they are termed as a connective. So we can write as Jamshedpur is a steel city and it is in Jharkhand. So now compound prepositions are connected with the help of the connectives. So there are various symbols to connect the simple proposition. These are plus, dot. Now comes well-framed formula or truth value. What is a well-framed formula? It is nothing but another name for the proposition. Many times question come, define well-framed formula or WFF. So another name for the proposition is the well-framed formula. Now when we want to represent the proposition, as I have told you that it will be giving a value to be true or a false. So when we want to represent it in computer system, we refer to by the binary value, that is 1 for true and 0 for false. So binary value 1 or 0, that is true or false, is referred to as a truth value by representing it in a binary system. Now let us have a look on different terms related with the connectives. We have several terms when we want to connect different simple proposition to form the compound proposition. So the first one is conjunction. Conjunction is the term which is used to combine two simple propositions. So when we want to combine the given two simple proposition, we use conjunction. Conjunction is represented by two symbols, that is dot or a cap symbol. Both the symbols can be used to represent a compound proposition to form a compound proposition. So conjunction is an AND operator. Here let us take the example. A variable represent Ram is thin and B variable represent he can climb the tree. When we want to make these both are the simple proposition, when we want to combine them and form the compound proposition, we have used AND. So the compound statement is Ram is thin and he can climb the tree. So here AND is the conjunction. When we want to represent in binary system or in Boolean algebra, then we represent it with this symbol, this way, or dot symbol. When we want a tabular representation of this, we use the truth table to represent it in table form. Here in table, for every simple proposition, we have one column. So first, for first simple proposition, that is represented by variable A, we have the column A. For second simple proposition, we have the column B, and resultant compound proposition is represented by A conjunction B. So here we are taking the value 0, 0, 1, 1. Then in the B we have possible outcome 0, 1, 0, 1. When we apply the conjunction A dot B, as this conjunction state that if both the statements are true, then the result will be true. If both the statements are false, or if any one of the statement is false, then the resultant statement is also false. So let us have a look on the table. Here, since both the value is 0, so a resultant value is also 0. As the conjunction says, if both the statements are true, then it is true, and otherwise result is false. So here first is false and the other is true, so a resultant is also false. Similarly, first simple proposition is true while the second one is false, so a resultant is also false. Here both of them are true, so it results in 1. 1 represent true and 0 represent false, again I am telling you. Similarly, when we want to represent in true and false truth table, we are writing 0 for false and we are writing 1 for true. So by seeing the truth table, you must have noticed that the conjunction of two truth values is always resulting to be true, otherwise rest of them is false. Now see the second connective, that is disjunction. Disjunction is used to combine two simple propositions. It uses the symbol plus or this symbol. Now disjunction, it results in true if both the statements are true. That is, if both the values are true, that is both the value is 1 and 1, then our resultant value is 1, otherwise the result is false. Otherwise the result is false when both the values are false. If any of one of the statement is true, then our result is also true. In disjunction, we have the symbol A plus B or this symbol A, B, B. Now when we want to represent in tabular form, we have the first column for the first simple proposition A, second column for the second simple proposition B. Here we are taking all possible values for the column. Now the resultant column, as the disjunction says, if both the values are false, then only the resultant is false, otherwise the result will be true. So here as you look, 0, 0 results 0, since in the second one, in the second row we have 1, so that is true, so a resultant is also true. In the third row we have value of A to be true, and as the disjunction says, if either of the statement is true, then our resultant is also true. Similarly, if both the statements are true, then also a result is true. Let us see some examples of disjunction. I will be in a room or I will be reading the newspaper. So both this is a simple proposition and this is also a simple proposition. These are joined with the help of connective or, that is disjunction. Similarly, the teacher will teach history or the teacher will correct the copies. So both the sentences are combined with the help of conjunction, disjunction or. So or is used to represent disjunction while and is used to represent a conjunction. Now let us move to the third topic, negation. Third connective is negation. Negation is, as the word says, when we write the negative of the sentence, that is termed as negation. When we use the symbol not in front of any simple proposition, that is termed as negation. It is used with simple proposition. The symbol is this symbol, tilted symbol, or we write variable and a apostrophe. So this is used to represent not A. So let us see the example. Here simple proposition is computer is fun, while B is the negation statement. Computer is not a fun. So we will write the proposition as B is the reverse of A. We will write how B is equals to negation A. Here negation A is the final sentence, computer is not a fun. So negation is used to write the negative of the sentence, that is by using not in the sentence we can convert the sentence or the simple proposition to negation. Now the fourth connective is double negation. Double negation, as the word say, when we write the negation of the sentence, then we again find the complement of it, that is termed as double negation. Here let us see the example of it. Here we are writing not of not A. So by writing 2 times not of not A, it will give the original simple proposition. When we see the example, suppose in this example only it is written computer is fun and its negation is computer is not fun. So again when we negate this sentence, it will again turn to computer is fun. So that means double negation will result to the original sentence or to the original value. Let's have a look on the truth table. Here A is given, value to be 1 and 0. When we negate it, so as it says, negation means to convert into not. So 1 will change to 0, that is false will turn to true. Again when we negate it, double negate it, then it will convert to 1. So here you say this is equal to this one. So A is equals to A double complement.